There's a
The
lot of
fight.
limitations on it.
I'm just gonna say the fight between Super and Lawyer is going to be super boring.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, whatever will we do?
We're just
Wasn't
like
that technically me and Juggernaut?
No, you and Juggernaut, that at least had some. When I say super boring, I mean neither person will be able to do anything to the other. It's gonna be.
Are you serious?
It's going to be great. When you versus Juggernaut was an entire sweep for Juggernaut.
Both of our is his also just a reaction ability?
Who knows? We're about to find out. But I will. Something I will say. I also did personally DM Faux Veritas since he did have dibs. And I did.
Ooh.
The reason I bring that up is because I see him pull up right now. So we'll see how this plays out. Echo, just to double check, you're here, right? You ready?
Nope. Never been here before in my life. Who are you people?
No. Who are we? Who? Where?
Who am I?
Mhm.
Jojo Part 8 moment. Anyways.
Let's get it started.
Alrighty then. So, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time to introduce. I need Ghost and Golden head into the judge booth.
Do we have to say what our powers are?
No, not yet.
Champion.
Judge time.
Alright, it's our turn. Everyone, you know what to do. I need those random number generators.
Vroom vroom. Speed.
I'll probably be able to drive at your house soon.
Okay, try your best not to make a big disturbance or anything like that. This is being recorded.
Okay.
Alright, so does everyone remember the last category it was? It was utility, right? Yeah, it was a race. So we're in the utility category again. Beckham, can I have you choose a number 1 through 5?
3,
Not 3.
2,
Okay, 2. Andrew.
Yeah.
1 through 5, you're the modifier.
Bam. Bam. 1.
We've already had an all-star match.
Bam. 4.
Not that one. Another one.
3.
Okay. Beckham, 1 through 6.
6,
Oh, shit. Okay. And Andrew, 1 through 15.
1 through 15. Bam. 5.
Got it. So these guys have a restrain match, which is pretty much they have to keep someone restrained in some way, shape, or form.
Oh.
They have to immobilize them in some way. The modifier is swarm. Well, I mean, not swarm. The modifier is civilians, meaning there's going to be people around that they have to watch out for. This is S tier difficulty, meaning this guy practically has super strength.
Uh-oh.
They're in a desert.
I wonder how this is going to turn out.
All right. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Let's go back in so I can announce it.
Oh.
Kill people.
Nice.
Oh.
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
All right.
Oh, go back.
Yeah.
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 All right. So I'm looking at everything right now. It seems to be fairly good. Let me just... Whoa. There we go. All right.
Which one's Juggernaut?
Juggernaut is the guy called Juggernaut.
Fair enough.
All right, we have our matches. Is everyone ready?
So far.
I believe.
All right,
No.
then. As you all know, we are in our utility phase, which means Echo, Super,
Yeah.
you'll be facing off in utility type matches. Let me get on with the basic intro. This is the second fight of round 1. Echo versus Super. The match that you two will be competing in is going to be a restrain-based match. There is a person that is just standing around. You have to do your best to immobilize, subdue, capture, whatever. Just keep them from going anywhere but from where they're standing. The difficulty of this match is going to be S tier, meaning extremely hard. This person practically has super strength, strong mind, everything. It is going to be extremely hard, and you'll need to do your best to get rid of this. The obstacle that will be in your way. There are going to be bunches and groups of regular people around you. It's going to be up to you to do your best not to hit those other people. If you do end up hitting those people, something bad will end up happening. Meaning, oh no, you basically lose credibility in this area.
How close are the people to the target?
How close? Not surrounding. They're like several yards spread out throughout the area. And the area is a desert. We're talking full-on sand Sahara desert type deal.
Okay.
And with that, let's get on with this match. It's time to show us what you're made of. So, Echo, since you've started this off many times before, let's have you start us off with the questions as always. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Could I ask a question real quick before we get started? Are there any modifiers in place?
There are a bunch of people around.
Okay, that's it. There's just scattered folks. I got you. All right, come on. Let's go.
Let me just shrink that a little bit more so I can get Echo. All right. So then, Super, you haven't really seen too many matches, so basically follow Echo's lead in how he goes.
Yeah, but I typically lose, so not too closely.
Echo,
You'd probably win this one.
have the characters introduce themselves. That will be... I'll have to make a new intro. Remember that the thing that I did for all you guys, so I'll have to do that again. So don't worry. Alright, Echo, we'll start off with you. So, first question, as always. How do you complete this objective?
So, I think that I...
Oh my god, thank you, lawyer, for reminding me. I'm such a dumbass. Judges, why didn't you remind me?
Oops.
Yeah.
What's your power?
Yep, Echo, let's have you explain your power first. Go on ahead.
Okay, I have complete mastery of sound. I'm only contained by pitch, or decibels, volume. It's only limited by volume. I can change the frequency, the wavelength, the waveform, anything about the sound as much as I want to any degree, except for the volume. It is limited to that of essentially a rocket taking off. But I can emit it from any point of my body. I do also kind of feel the effects of the sound myself, but I have a pretty decent resistance to it. That is my power.
That's so strong. Okay.
All right. Super. What is your power?
My power is a pretty simple power. I can summon an illusion. That's about it.
There's plenty you can do with that.
Can you go into more depth on that?
Oh, sure. So I can summon one illusion at a time. I have to keep eye contact with where I want it to be. Once I've summoned it, it'll follow wherever I'm looking. So
Nice.
It should also be mentioned. Super. If you blink, it goes away.
oh, right. If I blink, it goes away. Yeah.
Good to know.
All right,
Yep.
then. Now we can head on
Power.
with it. So, Echo, how can you finish this objective?
All right, I'm gonna hit this guy different than I hit anyone in this tournament so far. Okay, I'm gonna go for a direct approach.
How
All right. Yeah, very direct. So first off, can he see me? Does he know exactly where I am?
Yeah, it's pretty much a desert. There's no way for hiding or anything.
But he's pretty standoffish, right? Like, so he's ready for combat whenever I get too close.
A little bit.
A little bit. All right. Well, I'm running straight for this S tier fighter.
All right.
I'm looking him right in the eye.
Remember, he's not an S tier fighter. He's just gonna have S tier resistance. This isn't a fight against this guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Hey.
Fair enough.
And Super, a little bit of clarity for you. You'll want to come up with strategies that help you win in these situations. It's not like a I punch then he punch then he punch thing.
Okay.
It's a type of thing of here are the things that I can do, and these are my chances of winning. In the end, we decide who has the highest chance of winning and crown them the winner.
Okay.
So Echo, direct approach. How direct we talking?
I'm about to put my fingers inside this man's ears.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be inside of him. Is that direct enough for you?
Mm-hmm. How are you planning on using?
All right. I'm going to then just absolutely riddle the inside of this man's skull with a rocket blast from my fingertips.
All right. Now, how are you gonna be sure you don't kill him?
Well, it is, after all, just sound. So, I mean, he's gonna hurt, but he should pretty well live. He should live.
How much sound are you putting into his head?
I am just straight up. I'm capping out my decibels. I'm not using any other aspect of it.
Pure
Yeah.
volume.
Could very well kill him. Because how loud can you go?
I can go up to a rocket.
Oh. Does he? Do you not have like a vibration? I thought you had a vibration to your thing.
Oh, he does.
That would kill. Just word wise, that would kill him.
I'm only using decibels though. I'm not altering the waveform. I'm not trying to do a sonic boom. I'm not trying to add a bite to the sound wave where it like actually vibrates this man's brain. I am just straight up going to burst his eardrums.
So just one flash of sound and that's it.
Yes. Think of it like a concussion.
Golden, I need your thoughts on this.
What I think Echo's trying to do is more like kind of like a flashbang type of sound. Whenever it's just like loud ringing sound.
Only there for a second.
Yeah.
So just a quick flash bang on his ears, not a hold him down and.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit here and try to melt his brain.
All right. Ghost, do you have anything to say on this?
I just think that Golden's right. That's all.
All right. Any other ways you can complete this objective?
I'm then gonna fire off a sonic boom from the back of my heel and kick this guy square in the nose.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, like I said, very direct, very different from how I usually try and take on these objectives. I
Yep.
just want to absolutely leave this guy decimated with no idea what's going on. I want his vision all bright and his ears ringing and his brain hurts and now his eyes are watering because I just kicked him in the nose. I just want him to think that God himself has come down for making sure he gets his ass kicked today.
All right, that makes complete sense on. Like, I don't see too much flaw in your logic of boom hits and the flashbang hits. I really see nothing. Now the thing is, how do you plan on keeping him down? Because sure, the bang would do a nice little concussion, and sure, the boom gets a nice hit off. This is S tier difficulty. This person is resilient.
The only thing that I would have out of the box after he gets flashbanged inside of his ears and he catches a sonic boom to the bridge of his nose. I'm assuming he's knocked down at that point at least. At that point, I believe I could use my subsonic frequencies to kind of try and keep him down. You know what I mean? I could use the fluid inside of his ear to keep him off balance and sick.
Have you ever seen Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
Yes.
No, I really want to.
Well, if you've seen the memes on him, it's the guy with the fork on his head. I think that's a good way of explaining how you can keep how you can keep him down, is what you're saying.
No, I haven't seen it.
Well,
Wait, doesn't he?
Well, I'm just drawing that as an example to help explain how he's doing it.
10-4.
Pretty much exactly what you're saying, Echo. Don't worry.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I trust you.
Super. How do you plan on using your power to keep this person down?
You said there's people around him?
Yes.
Like, can I interact with them? Like, can I just talk to one of them?
Yes, but the problem is you can't hurt or harm these people in many ways.
I'm not going to like hurt or harm. They're wearing clothes, right?
I would hope so, yes.
Can I ask them for their shoelaces?
Shoelaces.
Yeah.
For any reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and tie this guy up.
Okay. Not a bad idea. The thing is, though, Echo can do that too.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
The way that you win is you use your power to give you a reason how. Because if you say that and it ends up working, Echo can end up doing the same thing, and it cancels out.
Okay.
A good example that I always use is I punch the guy. Their defense is I block. But if you have super strength, you say I punch the guy. Well, then that guy's down. They can't say I block because then they just die.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah. In that case, I'm going to summon the power of the sun in front of this guy, and walk up to him, and try to put him into like an arm bar, and break his hand.
Okay,
If
now
that would be.
so getting into an armbar, Echo can do that too. But more importantly, I'm wondering how are you going to, what was that part about the sun?
I'm gonna just like summon a light so bright it'll blind him.
Right, I think we talked about this before, right?
Yes.
Essentially, Echo, what he's doing is, since he can summon an illusion, there's no limit on how bright that illusion can be. You get where I'm going.
Yeah, he just hit him with the DBZ solar flare. I got you.
Pretty much. All he did is walk up and said, "You can no longer see. Goodbye." Which is actually a very good way to keep someone down. Bright enough, they'll be blinded. Like, I'm sorry, Echo. Go on.
I said, yeah, that's a pretty inventive use of his power as well.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, this guy would be blind, and high enough sources of lights would definitely be able to blind, like straight up blind, like you cannot see, for a while. And if that doesn't work, you just turn the other way, close your eyes, and do it again. Oh, wait, that is going... Super. I do have a problem with that.
What's up?
You have to maintain eye contact.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Um.
So my question
hmm.
is, how do you not end up blinding yourself as well?
Oh shoot, I didn't think about that part yet.
Well, you think maybe the judges have an idea. Ghost, Golden, do you have any idea on how Super can use this power without blinding himself?
The first thing that I thought, it's really stupid, but I feel like it works. He like just runs behind the guy, puts his face directly onto his back, so then he could summon the illusion in front of him.
And Super, I am taking a look at your power right now. You forgot one aspect.
Which is
Your power, your illusion orbits the person,
right. Okay.
meaning you can solar eclipse time it.
Oh, so if I could like summon it and then have it go in front of him, and then I would be behind him, and then I wouldn't get blinded.
Essentially, kind of, yes.
Because I was also thinking, could
No,
I do it like a laser pointer instead? Then, like, just keep eye contact with him, and then blind him in one eye at a time.
that would somewhat work. The problem is, no, actually, yeah, that works. Yeah,
Yeah,
laser
and
pointer also works. Also, you can take what Golden said and do that. Pretty much put your face on his back and then have it orbit in front of him.
I will take that suggestion.
Handing out suggestions. The judges normally don't help out this much, but given how you were just thrown in, I think we might help you a bit. But yes, the laser pointer does work because even though you make it really, really bright and it should be hitting you back, your laser pointer is, since it's the illusion of a laser pointer, you just increase the brightness of the laser.
And then
From there, what do you do?
these are made out. I can shoot. I think that's just about all I can do, really. We're making these. I'm gonna have them act on their own and just have them mostly. No. I'm gonna have them follow my command and just have the command being stay on his eyes as much as possible, so that no matter what he does, he will essentially consistently be blinded, so that he just can't see anymore.
That would be more of acting on their own, but still, it's pretty. That's another thing, Echo, that this person can do. His illusions can act on their own will, or he can control them.
That is pretty cool.
So pretty much he gave them the order, don't let this guy see. Eyeball privilege is revoked. So I like that. I think that's pretty effective. Golden Ghost, any thoughts?
As of right now, no. I think both contestants are doing very well with restraining the S tier guy.
That was going to be my next question. This guy's S tier Super. How do you plan on keeping them restrained? They are very resilient to this. It may take a little bit of blinding effort to work. What do you do if they perhaps just close their eyes?
If they perhaps just close their eyes, I will shoot because I can't. I can walk up to him right now, right?
Given how this person's blinding, I'm assuming they'd be thrashing about.
Okay, fair enough. Um, that's the difficult part with my power because they are made out of light. What can I make with light is the question. Aside from lasers. Oh, whoa, not that one.
We'll give you some more time to think as we head back to Echo. So, Echo.
I'm here.
All right. Next question. How do you plan on messing with Super?
I did not think that we were in the same area at the same time, so I had not put any thought into this previously.
Nope, same as always. How are you going to prevent him from doing what he wants? How are you going to mess with him, throw an obstacle in his way, something like that?
Yeah. So, Super's pretty well blind, right?
No, he's not. He's blinding the person.
Right, but he's not feeling his own effects from his illusion.
No, he can. He just used a laser pointer instead, so that way the light is concentrated instead of everywhere.
Okay.
Wait, quick question, sorry to interrupt. If it's made out of light and it's a laser, can I concentrate it enough to where I can make the light essentially like cut some of his arms off?
No.
Or is it just an illusion?
Just an illusion. You've only got the brightness factor, sadly, because of the nature of your power. You don't have heat to it either.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure of that.
Alright, I know how I'm gonna mess with him.
How are you going to mess with them?
Fire sonic booms from my chest into the sand around the guy so that I kick up sand and that the airborne sand then will obscure the laser light from his eyes.
It's a good way to do it.
Not to mention, all the sand flowing up everywhere will make him blink.
Yeah, it definitely will end up doing that as well.
So that's definitely a good way to stop him from doing his objective. Super. How can you mess with Echo?
Similar to how I'm going to blind him, I'm going to try and blind Echo, and then as soon as he's blinded, I want to put down an illusion of the guy walking away from where he is right now.
Explain.
So, the illusion would essentially be, so first I would obviously look at Echo and have, the laser pointer point at his eyes and blind him as quickly as possible. And then, as soon as that's done, I would dispel that illusion, look over at the guy that he's trying to grab, and kind of just color him the same color as the sand, essentially, right? So that way he can't really see him, and it looks as if he's not there, or make it seem as if he's walking away. Give the illusion of him walking off.
Hey, power dealer.
Yes.
May I issue a rebuttal?
What's your rebuttal? Go. You're allowed to interrupt each other, so go ahead.
Okay. Well, if he's going to blind me and then use a visual illusion to fool me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blind him using the sand and the sonic booms, and then I'm going to use a audio illusion to fool him. Because since I feel as if I can't see anyway, then his illusions aren't going to have much effect on me. However, I could pretty well use that same argument against him by blinding him using the sand and then using my mastery of sound to make it sound like his target is walking away.
I think your mastery of sound will be a bit too hard to use at that point, because while there's going to be the sand exploding and your booms exploding, I don't think he's going to hear the realistic sound of footsteps. Because think about it, you'll be sending booms at him, and the sand will be falling from the booms. Right. If you want the footsteps to sound realistic, they have to be much more quiet.
Well, the whole sonic boom blinding thing was really just a momentary reaction just to get the guy to blink. It's not something I would be ongoing doing after I've interrupted the illusion. It's something I would only use as needed to interrupt the illusion.
Oh, okay.
You understand? I'm not sending full automatic sonic booms. I'm just, oh, he's got the illusion back up, sonic boom. Okay, now he's got a blink and his target. Then I would work my way into making him think that someone's sprinting from in front of him to behind him, making him think that his target is getting away. He's blinded by the sand.
All right.
Because it wouldn't take many sonic booms in a desert to kick up a sand cloud.
Makes sense. Super. You got anything for that?
He's throwing up these sonic booms around me, right? Like right near me?
No, he can throw them on you too.
On me, okay. No, because I was saying since he's throwing up sand, he would essentially be throwing them onto the sand itself to like make it fly up, right? Or is it the sound hits me and it makes a sonic boom?
He shoots the sonic boom. It will hit you and a lot of stuff around you.
Does the sound dissipate as it's traveling?
Yes.
Or is it okay? And how far away from me would he be before like the sonic boom gets to me?
A good dozens of yards, but even at that, maybe not. Maybe a good 30 feet.
If I used the what do you call them? The civilians around me as sort of like a shield, would that dissipate the sonic boom?
Oh, Super does bring up a good point. Echo, using those sonic boom powers are going to be a little hard to use with the civilians around. You'll end up getting collateral.
Okay. One thing that I have going for me in that regard is that the desert doesn't echo. There is nothing for the sound to bounce off of. So long as I'm not directly hitting a civilian, the sound would only pass them once. So you wouldn't have to deal with the reverb. So I'd like to think that if he can handle it without dying at pretty well point-blank range, that the civilian several yards away would be able to handle one pass of it without dying. You know what I mean?
Yes and no. Remember, superheroes have added stats. If someone were to be hit with the fireball, they'll just come back right up. If a civilian gets hit with the fireball, they are dead.
Understood. Keep in mind also that I am shooting my sonic boom not at him and directly into the ground, which should help dissipation.
That's why it's the yes and no, because yes, that does make sense. The sound will hit. It just adds more difficulty because now you got to watch out for people.
Right. So long as I'm aiming directly at the ground, I should not sustain any collateral damage. I'm correct.
Around, yes. Golden, I'm gonna tag team you out here.
Yes.
Go for it. Any questions? Yes.
How much sound resistance, I think is the word, does sand have? This will either increase the story of Echo or decrease the story of Echo of its effectiveness.
It will.
Okay.
He's not using it to have it travel through. He's using it for the sound force. Essentially, think of it. He's leaf blowing the sand into Super's eyes.
Oh.
That's what he's doing. He's shooting sound at it so it flings at him.
However, I would like to clarify, since we were talking about, dissipating the sound through the fan, that sand would be very good at making sure that sound does not travel very far.
Yep. It's a great muffler.
It is a very fantastic muffler.
So Golden.
He just has a leaf blower then?
That's kind of what he's doing, yeah. He's using his sound power like a wind power almost.
Like if you had an F-16 Super Hornet that you used for a leaf blower, then yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
Ghost, what do you think about this?
I don't really know. Leaf sound barrier?
Yeah, he's breaking the sound barrier with sonic booms.
Ouch.
All right.
Devastating.
Devastating. All right. That sounds pretty good. And Super, can we go back to you again? How did you... I don't think we've even asked you this question. How are you going to mess with Echo?
I said I would blind him, but I was also wondering, would I also be able to just kind of... I think that like most of what I can do is essentially just blind him, and uh, as soon as his vision comes back, the best I would be able to do is make it seem as if the guy he's going for is walking off somewhere else. Or are these civilians stationary, or are they walking around?
Walking around.
And then another thing I could do would be make it seem as if a civilian is walking around, and then almost as if it's like the civilian is going to walk into the path of where Echo is shooting his sonic boom, and then he'd be forced to stop the sonic boom that he's trying to send off, or else he would have like civilian casualties.
All right, that's good. I like that. And also something that you can do is have your laser pointer control itself and swap between both your target and Echo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I could, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's another thing to add to the arsenal. So both people are making really good arguments here, which is why I want to move on to the third question. Echo, how do you counter Super messing with you?
Oh, I think the beauty of the argument here is that me messing with Super is also countering Super messing with me. If I have sand blowing around off in the guy's face, any illusions that he tried to cast at me are going to be short-lived because he's going to have to blink, in which case I'm going to pretty immediately see that it's an illusion.
Okay.
Podcast pocket sound.
All right, that's a pretty good argument. Super, how are you going to counter Echo messing with you?
That is a so question. After I cast my illusion, do I have to continuously keep eye contact with where I want it to be, or does it just hover where I want it to be?
It's kind of like you kind of always know where you're looking because the illusion is moving there.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to summon the laser pointer and have it switch between the target and Echo, and then just throw my shirt over my head and try to keep as much sand out of my face as possible.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Excuse me, I'm choking. Rice. Okay, sorry about that. Unprofessional. You're not wrong. That does work. It's the same case with glasses. If you wore glasses, you'd be able to look and keep your eyes safe from any debris at the same time. A shirt pretty much does the same thing, and that's actually, I didn't think about that. Golden, I need your thoughts on this.
I think you're thinking about goggles.
Well, I mean, either works, doesn't it?
I am a fellow glasses-wearing person, and I say that is false.
False.
True,
Wait,
glasses cannot protect you from dust. I should know. I wear glasses
Shirt.
as well.
okay,
Shirt is
goggles,
good.
my bad.
Shirt
Are
is
any of the-
good.
Are any of the civilians wearing goggles?
No.
That'd be too convenient.
But Golden, does this shirt bear a resemblance to using goggles?
It's definitely not goggles. It's a good replica if you don't have goggles, so it's not as effective. But I'd still say it can block a decent amount of sand. The amount of sand that Echo is throwing at him, probably not all of it, so he'll still probably have to blink, but just not as much as if he didn't have a shirt.
I'd say it severely reduces it. Because, yeah, lots of sand. Have you ever seen sand try to go through a shirt?
How much sand is he blowing at him?
You ever see Transformers when they shoot into the sand?
10-foot wall of sand just exploding straight upwards like a geyser.
Yeah, like movies whenever something explodes in the dirt like that.
Is like the sand going through the shirt, yeah, but what if it just like is like a ball and just hits him in the face?
Yeah, the force is something he has to deal with too, but I'm focusing on the sand part of that right now.
On the sand part, I'll agree with you. It does severely reduce it. Sand going through a shirt is pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, while it does reduce his sight a lot, his illusions can control themselves. He can say, "Do this," and then have them do it. So, I'd say that's actually something really good. Let's go free reign on it now. Echo, any thoughts on that?
Yeah. I'm gonna aim one of my one of my sonic boom balls right at this guy's face, and he shouldn't be able to. Yeah, right at your face, right where that T-shirt's at. I'm gonna try and blow that T-shirt straight into the wind, and you shouldn't be able to dodge it because you can't see it coming.
That's fair, yeah. But then you can't see me because you're blinded. So how would you know where I am?
Yes, Echo, I was about to bring that up too. This laser pointer is able to just automatically switch between his target and you. Your aim isn't the best either.
10-4. So, in which case, I would simply have to cast a sonic boom at myself, so intense that I would want the aftershock to blow this guy's shirt off his head.
I'm sorry, you shoot yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to sonic boom, like right here in my own body. I'm not going to aim it anywhere. I'm just going to keep it inside me. I'm just going to sonic boom, and I'm going to try and blow this guy's T-shirt right off his face. If my sonic booms do not blow other people to bits, then they should be a long way from blowing me to bits, since I have a natural resistance to it.
You have a slight resistance to it, and so what I'm saying, what I'm trying to understand is you're sonic booming on yourself. You are the epicenter, and the shock wave is going to be very strong. That the wind will throw his shirt into the wind, right?
Right, and the kicker to all of it is that I get to close my eyes.
I can see that. My one problem is I'm fairly sure you would probably kill yourself.
If I just sonic boomed right where I was standing?
Yeah, like you turn your hands inwards and shoot yourself. I'm fairly certain you would do massive damage to yourself.
I think that we are putting a little bit too much on exactly what kind of force a sonic boom holds. I believe that if I simply aim a sonic boom, like let's say I just choose my entire body, I want my entire body to, and I just aim it all straight down to where I'm standing. Yeah, it's gonna suck, but I don't see it killing me. I see
it's only one boom, right?
One singular boom, and I'm just gonna aim it right at my feet where I'm at.
So I thought you were shooting your chest. I thought you were shooting your chest, and I'm like, how?
I was gonna say even if it is like right from him, it's 144 pounds. I just looked this up. He would survive it, but from what I'm seeing here, it would have to be about 100 feet away from him if he wants something that strong.
Huh. Well, what do you know?
Yeah. All right.
What do you mean it would have to be 100 feet away from me?
So, if you want a sonic boom, just a normal sonic boom, and you want to survive that, it would have to be about 100 feet away from you to survive, for you to survive a sonic boom.
Keep in mind, Super Echo is slightly resistant to his own sound, and also heroes have added stat bonuses.
So I would say maximum like 20 feet away from you to survive a sonic boom that strong.
Now he could shoot himself for sure, but it's the whole thing of he's going to be in a lot of pain afterwards.
Very much so.
Not to mention the fact that Echo can also like control the strength of which he emits.
he doesn't always have to go full throttle.
Right.
But all of this does add up to a lot of different. All this does add up to a lot of different stuff. Golden, you got a couple of questions?
No, not really.
I got a question. What's
Like,
that boom
I
gonna do to the people?
Oh.
Oh shoot, that's right.
What's the boom gonna do to the people?
Yeah.
It's gonna get sand in their mouth. It's gonna blow their hair back.
Good point.
It's how strong are you making this sonic boom again?
Remember, I'm aiming it directly downward into the sand.
Yeah, good point.
okay.
He's not aiming it at a person, so okay, that makes sense. Golden, you had a question?
It's not really impactful. It's just
Quick
like
question.
Yeah, super.
So is he Echo? You're shooting this directly from your feet, right?
Nah, from my chest.
Oh, from your chest into the ground.
Yes.
So you're aiming your chest down, and okay.
So Golden, you were saying?
Oh yeah. Are there cactuses? Like
No.
no one's using cactuses. Like it's a desert. There's cactus.
No, Sahara doesn't have cactus. Well, it does, but the
They're very
desert
rare.
the desert we're using is sand.
I would just love to see someone blast a cactus into the other guy.
I did give.
Maybe
Oh,
next
it's
season.
hilarious. I gave someone a cactus power earlier.
How did you give someone a cactus power? What was the cactus power?
They had plant stuffs and spirit stuffs, but mainly just to think they had a JoJo stand that was a cactus. It was great.
What the fuck? Where's that guy? Bring him here.
I think he
Yeah,
is in here. I think I
concede my
asked.
position to him.
I think I asked him. I'm pretty sure he is in here.
That's
Is it you,
tragic.
Ghost?
All right. So, any final remarks before the judges head into the judge booth?
So Echo is throwing a sonic boom into the ground strong enough to like blast a bunch of sand into the air, and then the shockwave from that is going to be strong enough to throw my shirt off. How far away from him am I?
Like we said, about 30 feet.
About 30 feet. Can I crouch down once I see that he's blasted this giant thing into the ground and kind of like keep my head covered and my eyes protect my eyes with my hands as well, kind of like cup them over and try to block as much sand from it as possible.
You're going turtle?
I'm going turtle, baby.
All right. Super's going
I
turtle. And, oh, sorry, go on.
and like obviously if I cup my hands enough and put my shirt over my head, how would that essentially block like most of the sand that he's throwing at me, and where would the rest of that sand go? Because I would imagine it'd be pretty difficult for sand to get through a shirt and then hands, like 2 layers, especially if it's just like a wave and then it'll fall down on me.
Am I to assume this guy's secret power was actually having reaction time so good that he can react to the speed of sound?
While reaction time is increased, Echo does have a point. When you can't be doing something, and the moment the boom happens, quickly throw your defense on. This whole time, I've been assuming you've been constantly doing it.
Oh. Whoops. So would I be able to tell in that case, how strong would Echo have to like build it up first, and then I'd be able to see if when he shoots it, or like
Nope.
try to no? Okay. In that case, he has shot a couple of these sonic booms at this point, right?
Okay.
I'm going to try and essentially run over to like one of the civilians and use him as a shield. Like as he's been shooting at me, I'm gonna try and like zigzag my way over.
So let me keep this straight. You're keeping eye contact with the person, keeping the laser pointer fighting both Echo and your person. And you're doing that as you're putting a shirt over your head, running to a civilian.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
No, I'm making sure I'm just getting everything right, because that does work.
There's no cactus in this desert.
Because super, that does work. It does work. You're right. Echo can't shoot you directly or shoot very close to you if you have a person nearby. While these people are things to avoid, there are also things you could use to your advantage. However, the same can be said for Echo. Echo can grab a person, and it's going to be a little hard shooting his eyes.
Fair enough. So if I make the command to automatically go only into these two people's eyes and avoid everything else, would that work?
Yes.
So I'm going to use that command, and then as soon as I do that, I'm going to throw my shirt or a jacket over my head as much as possible, and kind of like bolt straight towards a civilian.
All right, Echo. Retaliation.
What kind of detergent does he have on this T-shirt?
Downy.
Downy? Does it make him want to blink a little bit? That bear looked sleepy. That bear, he was a sleepy bear.
I think we have all of our information with that remark then. Are there any last things? Because by now I think both people think that their strategies will make them win. Am I correct?
I'm pretty confident that
I'm pretty confident Echo will win this one, yeah. As long as he's not blinded, of course.
All right, Golden, Ghost, any last questions before we head off to the judge booth?
Why was there no cactuses?
Because it's sand!
But if there were
before the tournament started, I ate the cactus. Echo and I ate the cactus together.
I just wanted Super to like have a T-shirt all over his head, running toward a civilian, and then he just goes full embrace on a prickly cactus.
Yep, that's me right now. Can you edit a shirt over him?
For those, I don't know. Is this able to be shown in the recording? Let me just. Okay. Let me move back on over now. Okay. With that, then, you all are free to unmute. All talk amongst yourselves. The judges will head into the judge booth and deliberate. We will be back shortly. Ghost, Golden, to the judge. He's already in there. Go!
I am speed.
All right. So, what do you guys think? By the way, Ghost, you're muted.
I know.
So,
I'm getting ready.
I
What
don't
do
know
you-
why his power is underwhelming.
huh?
I don't know why you said his power is underwhelming.
Because
Super.
I forgot he could do that.
His powers actually are his illusions physical?
No, they're not.
Okay, so that throws a lot of ideas that I had out the window. But yeah, his power seems pretty decent.
Yeah, it's a pretty good power, honestly. And I thought it was just going to be a quick steamroll, like, oh, what's he going to do? Make a box float around him? But no, he's using the light, essentially.
hmm Although I do say I would have to give it to Echo. I think Echo wins this one.
Ghost, what do you
Yeah.
say?
Same.
Okay, any reasons
I
why?
think
It's
I think
not
his
the
sound
fact.
waves
Oh,
are just
yeah,
like.
Ghost, you go first. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I think it's just his sound power just makes him strong, just like that, and the way he's using them makes it uh stronger against his opponent.
I see what you're
Plus,
saying.
I say quite the opposite. If it were only powers, I would say that Super wins this. He has a better way of restraining his captive. But it's the fact that his biggest weakness can be exploited so bad, which is blinking. He's not going to be like Eraserhead from My Hero Academia, just staring the entire time. That takes practice, like a lot of practice, like years and years, to where like he's gonna blink eventually and gonna have to I have to re-put it, bam, right there, and so it just happens so often.
Yeah, the sand
well, I'm gonna
is
have to.
the sand
ahead,
is
man.
really screwing him up here. That's for sure. Because Echo is throwing up sand left and right all over the place, and Super has to go through so many hoops to avoid this sand as much as he can. And I'd actually have to disagree with you. I would say that Echo has a better way of restraining his person than
Same.
Super, because
I
Echo will
I
completely
yeah, right.
Echo will completely destroy your sense of balance, your sense of mind, your sense of everything with just a couple of good sonic blasts. However, this guy is very resilient, so I see what he's saying. And it's the fact I see what you're saying too, because Echo has to focus on either Super or his person. And as more things show up for Super, it gets harder for Echo to double multitask that. Whereas Super can go do both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You are right. It is pretty hard, but we all gave this edge to Echo because
His sound effects.
Golden.
I think it's just too overwhelming for Super.
It's overwhelming
handle
for
it.
Super to deal with, especially with the sand. He has to do too much stuff to avoid, while Echo really just has to like either keep a civilian next to him or just simply close his eyes.
Because think about it. Super has to do a very specific situation to win. He has to keep the shirt on his head. He has to successfully blind Echo and his person constantly, and moving behind a person to make sure he doesn't get hit, as well as making sure the sonic booms don't directly throw him off. That's one very specific situation. Echo has so many situations where he wins, though. So many where he could initially blow the shirt off. Super could get blinded almost immediately right off the bat with his things. Echo could take damage from the boom. Granted, Echo does have a problem dealing with this collateral. I don't think it's close enough to where that collateral is really messing with him, since he can control it to a decent degree. So do we have our winner?
Yes.
Alright, don't say anything, as always. Let's jump back in.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's funny.
It is. It's ironic, kind of. But
High
not
power
really.
healer.
Okay, we are back.
Oh god.
I'm Google right now. Sorry.
Alright, so, after deliberation, we have decided that the winner of this match was the hero that could really have versatility on their side. So many options were available to them, so many different solutions were available to them, and overall just overwhelming help, I would say. And because of this, the win was a little bit harder than we thought. Golden?
The winner of today's match is Echo.
I knew it.
I can't believe I won one. I would like to thank the Academy. I would like to thank Power Dealers. I would like to thank the judges. I would like to thank Sound, Aerosmith. Thank you. Sand. Yes.
It really came down. It really came down to the fact that Super had way too many disadvantages against him. One mainly being the sand. We actually had a little bit harder time than we thought deciding against these powers, much more than we thought we would have to need. But it really came down to the fact of this sand screws him over so bad.
It does. Sand is not my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that gives me dust in my eyes is probably not a friend of mine.
Exactly. It made it really hard. Echo didn't exactly have a great job of both restraining his person and attacking like Super did. However, it was the fact that Super's power would be stopped a lot because of Echo. And yeah, Super's power would be stopped a lot because of Echo. And since all of that sand being thrown up, he needed a very specific situation to avoid that.
Which was throwing a shirt over my head and covering my eyes.
And hoping that his booms don't throw it off, or if you can hold on to it when you get hit with the direct boom.
What if I tie it on top of my head? No. All right. Oh, this was fun.
So because of this, Echo has gained 2 points in the tournament. Now, Super, all's not over yet. Super,
Okay.
you have the opportunity to challenge Echo.
Okay.
If you want to challenge him, you get to do the same match, but you tell us what you want to change: the location, the obstacle, or the difficulty. We can't get rid of the objective, meaning you'll still have to restrain. But you could get rid of the desert, you can get rid of S tier, or you can get rid of the random people.
Okay. I think I would like to.
Well, wait,
I
hold
would
up.
challenge.
Before you challenge.
Okay.
If you win the challenge, Echo's points don't change. He still gets 2.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
But you get 1.
Okay.
If you lose the challenge, you will go to -1.
Okay.
This will be up to you. Just know there are 3 rounds.
I would like to challenge.
Going for the challenge!
Give me just one moment.
He's pulling up an encyclopedia.
I will challenge.
Everything sound related. He's pulling up everything sound related.
Big tip, go for the balls.
Wasn't that like a running joke with Cobra?
Yeah.
That was... Everyone would always aim for my nuts.
No idea why.
It's the easiest part to hit.
Alright, Super, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, Echo, you ready?
I am.
Alright, while you guys are doing that, Golden, you and me, judge booth. Give me a number, 15.
12.
12?
Yeah. What did he change?
Can you go back and ask what he changed?
Location.
Alright. So you said 12?
Yeah.
A graveyard.
Like a cement graveyard? Dirt? Like what is this?
Dirt graveyard.
So the sand projectile can't really be used here.
Not
Especially since like graveyards are like well kept. So like they might not have like regular growing grass. They'll have like what those I don't
It'll
know.
be essentially clay at that point.
Yeah, like what is it like? What is the things that's called that people just have like rolls of grass and roll it onto their lawn to make it look pretty?
Turf?
Yeah, that. It's basically that to make it keep well.
I wouldn't say turf exactly, but well, yeah, actually, yeah,
Well,
kind
yeah.
of, I would say kind of turf, and also graveyards are walked on a lot, which means the ground is much more compact. Like I said, it's practically clay.
Okay.
All right, let's go back.
We should have a contest, right? Who could drink the most water out of all the contestants?
Oh, me. No, me, hands down. Me.
I mean,
Wait,
I
who said me?
wait.
Me. Cooper did.
Me? Who's
Dang it!
who?
I can't
Yeah.
drink water. I don't think I am. I have to drink. Wait, no. I can drink poison. Let's see who drinks the most poison.
But
Oh,
see,
me too, dude.
drink
I'm
more
like,
poison
I'm
than
like full
water.
on gonna make you believe I am out drinking you in poison.
All
Dude,
right,
I
we are back.
Oh God.
So the location. The location is now a graveyard.
Okay.
As a
Is
recap,
it like a dusty graveyard?
you are trying to restrain a person who is S tier with various people in a graveyard. Now it just sounds like you guys are fighting while some guy died off in the corner. And you are fighting.
There's a funeral going on.
Yeah,
Get him!
yeah, pretty much. You know, like we are here today to mourn the loss of our. Ah!
I can't see who did this.
Pretty much. In a graveyard. Now keep in mind, these graveyards are not just like your local graveyard not kept well thing, mortis, all that kind of stuff. It is people travel on graveyards a lot. The ground is much more compact, practically clay. And grass is also there. Grass is also present as well. And as we know, grass makes things a little bit harder. I'm focusing a lot on the ground because Echo's strategy was a lot about the ground.
Right.
It is not loose sand, is what I'm saying. It is hard stuff. At the same time, there are tombstones around. There are the gates that border this place. There are countless bodies everywhere, cremated and whatnot. And lots
And
of
I'm guessing the
stone.
cremated ones are buried.
People
Are the
do that.
cremated ones buried?
People do that, right? They cremate and bury.
I believe so. Some of them just have the bodies for trees.
Because I know that some people bury just the body, and some people cremate and keep the ashes. But do some people cremate and bury? Either way, dead bodies. We give you guys one more round. We'll let you guys go at it. What will you guys change? Echo, we'll start with you. How does this change your effect?
Well, obviously, my offense is going to have to change up a bit. Because, I believe that instead of going for shock value on the target, my guy to restrain, I'm actually going to go for long-term effect. And the way I would do that is I'm going to try to grab this guy, sonic boom, and slam him as I can to himself.
You kind of messed up a little bit around slam. What are you saying?
I would literally try to grab my guy to restrain, and I would sonic boom off and tackle the guy into a tombstone. I'm going to try and tackle him so that he lands on top of a tombstone. Just to cripple him any way that I possibly can. And beyond that, I would definitely try to hit him with a full-blown concussion from my chest right on top of the bed.
All right, super.
Yeah. As far as messing with Super, should I tell you what I would change about that?
Hold. Let's move to super.
Okay, you just asked me
One,
what I
one moment, like 1 moment. I just got a call. God damn it.
Okay, well that's going on. Golden, what do you think?
So if I can recap the strategy that Echo is going on to Super, it's just like he's just like full charging him with force, like full force.
Essentially grabbing him and then suddenly dashing him into a wall.
No,
Ooh.
wait, Super? No. That's the target. That's the guy that I want to incapacitate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said Super.
No.
No, that's next. Hold on, you're getting ahead of yourself. Don't ruin it.
No, he's grabbing the
Ruined the
person.
surprise, yeah.
Yeah, he's grabbing the person and throwing him into a wall. That's what's going on, Golden.
Are there still civilians?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, that I don't have a question for that. That good.
Okay.
Good.
Super.
What's up?
How does the location change you?
So I have a quick question about my power. Do I have to blink end the illusion and then create a new one to make it change, or can I make the illusion change itself while I still have it?
You can do whatever you
activated?
want with it.
Okay, awesome. In that case, similar strategy to before. I'm going to go with laser pointer to his eyes, blind him as much as possible. And then once that's done, have the illusion kind of form into like a sort of cage around him, and then once he can see again, have it dissipate and blind him one more time.
What do you mean about the cage part? You lost me there.
Well, it'll appear like a cage, but it's just going to be light, so he can just walk through it. But it'll make it seem as if he's trapped.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hide behind a gravestone or a civilian, one of the two, whichever one's closer.
What would that do?
So that he can't see me, so that the guy can't see me, and then I'm not sure. My ability is not great for a capture for a capture scenario, but it's mostly so that he can't make me like end the illusion prematurely. And by he, I mean the S tier.
Okay. Echo, how does this whole thing change how you mess with him?
Let me ask you a question about my power real quick there, power dealer.
Go for it.
So you said I can emit my power from any point on my body that I want, correct?
Yes.
All right, what about hair?
What about what?
What about hair? If it's attached to me, can I emit it from my hair?
Hair? No, we mainly deal with fleshy parts.
Okay, so the hair follows.
It's kind of assumed everything ends at the skull.
Okay, so everything ends at what?
Everything ends at the skull, really, because using hair, that's actually another thing that you didn't get.
Okay, so we're just talking about like head hair, like you said, it ends at the skull. Like I'm confused.
If you have, imagine if you're bald, that's how far you can cast.
So it ends at the scalp.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not talking about head on my hair. Hair on my head. Excuse me. I'm not talking about that at all. Other hair. Now you have questions. Now you're wondering what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to try to do, and you tell me if I'm able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's hairs inside of your ears that like lay down over the course of your life as you take hearing damage, and it deadens your ability to be able to hear very well. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to dislodge the hairs inside of my ear that have laid down due to high frequency noise with a very close, very low frequency noise to try to give myself better hearing.
Okay, but what would the hearing do here? If anything, that makes you more vulnerable to your power.
Are only he can only control light-based illusions. I found that out, by the way. He can only control light-based illusions. So that being said, if I just close my eyes and I'm able to pinpoint where he is using my hearing, then I can completely ignore his power.
I would say that's really, really hard to do. You're really stepping into the boundary of healing powers there, because using your sound to counteract that, really tricky, really hard, really high difficulty, really high precision, all things that would be out of a skill range.
Okay, so have you ever gotten to it?
Don't you also have difficulties with control over your power, like specifically?
I am only limited. The wording of my power is that I am only limited in its.
He cut out for me. Did it cut out for you guys?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Echo, you're gone. Echo.
Echo, come back. Echo, no.
I would like to say something. I think I know what he's like trying to do.
Go for it.
I think he's trying to mimic the use of hearing aids, since they have to do things with frequency and all that.
Yeah.
I'm literally trying. Okay, have you ever sat in front of a car speaker, like a large bass speaker, like that's very close at hand? Have you ever seen what it does to your hair?
Mm-hmm.
You know how it like makes it stand up? I'm trying to do that inside my ear, literally. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make my hair stand up inside my ear using low frequency vibrations.
I would say that's a good idea, but you just don't have enough information about your body. It's not like you can do that and go, okay, now I know that all the hairs are up. You really don't know anything. It's not a body part that you can feel. You could probably feel a hearing increase for sure. But I'm also having trouble deciding why you would want to do that, because in the little bit that you would increase your hearing would still be messed up through all the other people walking around, as well as the fact that Super doesn't really move either. He just kind of blinks.
You'd have to have some really good hearing to hear me blink, man. I'm a very quiet blinker.
Alright, well, in that case, I guess I would try to start making my move on Super.
Which would be?
ASAP.
Oh my
Considering
god, first.
I really don't have an option for long range combat, except for my sound, which isn't going to do much in stopping his power. I'm going to try and close the distance on this, and I'm going to do so using sonic booms in my feet.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make my way to Super as quickly as I can, and I'm going to try to do exactly to Super that I did to my guy. I'm going to try and body slam Super into a gravestone at max speed.
All right, so Super, your turn.
Can I see him coming at me?
Yeah.
And are there gravestones in his way?
He probably wouldn't dash through, but there are gravestones around.
Okay. I'm going to do a similar strategy to what I did to my guy. I'm going to blind him, and then I'm going to run off and hide behind a civilian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely stop in my tracks and see if I could hear where he ran to.
Okay. Golden, any questions?
Has anyone done like some major splash like I'm I haven't heard any people doing like area moves yet.
No.
Okay.
Uh, so I have a question. It came up after the last round. Would I be able to mimic darkness? Like, would I
Yes.
be able to like, put shades in front of? Yeah. So, would that also be like a way to just deaden everything around me? Would I be able to make like a sort of lightless area?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Mm. Golden,
Yes.
thoughts on that?
What was the thing again?
Can Super make darkness with his illusions?
It, does it say that he's able to lower the brightness in his power?
Because I can make my illusions out of light.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it's in the spectrum, I would say maybe. Oh shit, that's right. Sorry. Uh, um, would I be able to like create a sort of like dark bubble around somebody's head, and then not be have them not be able to see?
You wouldn't be able to do that because your power orbits around the person. It won't be on them.
Okay. Oh, what if it's sort of like a wide area? Would I be able to do it then?
Yeah, you'd be able to do it then. What I'm wondering is, can you even do it? And I think the answer is no. Golden?
I don't think his illusions would be able to darken the outside area, only
Mm,
brighten.
yeah, I think because since they're made of light, even
Uh,
if you make it really black, it does. Yeah, it
so
wouldn't do much.
okay, in that case, would I just be able to like essentially control one color and then have them only be able to see one color? Like
I'm
sort of same situation, but like I would just make everything around them like very bright and red.
I mean, yeah, I guess that'd work if you make like a black illusion thingy, if you make a red illusion thingy, a white illusion thingy, you can tint the color pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So okay, cool. So I would be able to do that. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna go laser pointer to Echo's eyes, and then have the illusion morph into like a sphere of bright, like very bright neon yellow light around him, and it'll sort of like orbit it around him.
Okay, what would that do?
It would mostly essentially just disorient him so that he can't see me, and I could like walk away from wherever he's facing, or wherever I see my illusion kind of.
That brings up a good point. Echo, how are you going to be able to dash well if he's blinding you?
So the moment I see that he's trying to blind me, I'm going to stop. I'm going to try to concuss him and use my subsonic frequencies to where he's not moving around so well as either. I'm going to throw him off balance. I'm going to make him feel sick, and I'm going to make his head hurt.
While I do like that, and that would normally work, other than the fact of him blinking, his power works on its own. Meaning, no matter how much you disorient Super, as long as those eyes are open, it will work.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my eyes open, kind of like in a comedic fashion, so that I don't blink.
Now I'm going to try and send a sonic boom at his eyeball.
But also, how long do I have to keep eye contact with the area that I need where I want my illusion to be? So would I be able to like see him say, "Oh, I want a bright yellow sphere on him," and then just
Exactly
look
that.
away immediately and dash? Okay.
Exactly that. Exactly. You can make it appear whenever you want. The thing is, though, it's just that you can't look away, because then when you look away, it's gone.
Okay. You mean I can't blink because then it's gone?
Well, yeah, but even if you look away, like, if you try shining it and all that, it doesn't work. Just like last time,
Okay.
you'll end up blinding yourself. Is that all the questions?
So no, I think that's all the questions I have at the moment.
Do both people think that they will win?
I think
don't.
I have a pretty good chance of winning.
Golden, any questions?
No, not really.
All right, then. We will be back again.
Hello?
All right, so what do you think now?
I think that, cause like, not lawyer. Echo's strategy is basically just to pummel him to death.
Mm-hmm. Which would be great in an offensive category, but not exactly much in the utility category.
Yeah.
Because let's say that Echo does pummel him to death, and he is beaten up, knocked out, dizzy, and everything. All Super has to do is hold his eyes open, so looking straight up, essentially. Hold his eyes open, or force his eyes open. He even can just be squinting, and still have the laser be doing his work. Because essentially at that point, it's just a floating laser doing whatever he wants.
Yes.
He can still, granted, his S tier person can just turn away at that point. I'm fairly certain that he would have done more restraining than Echo, because Echo would have just been spending so much time pummeling him.
Yeah.
Not to
In
mention,
a combat fight, I'd say Echo would win this one.
not to mention, that's assuming he gets him right off the bat. Echo's going to be charging Super, and Super's going to be blinding him. You're dashing at the speed of sound. Okay, not the speed of sound, but you're dashing fast. And as Super said, he told the laser to shoot both of them. What? All right, can you then just like come over here, then bring up the ball? Can you talk?
Yeah.
Closer.
I'm here too.
Hello. Cheers.
What?
Because it'd be weird continuity. Because you weren't because you're not here. Because
Yeah, because I was already on your ring here.
okay, so what were we saying again?
Echo, I feel like with a combat fight, he is just better in beating the shit out of Super. But in the restraining, I feel like Super does a lot better with restraining his opponent, or not opponent, his captive better than Echo does. Echo is more focusing on the offensive category.
Yeah, and like we said, Echo's gonna be dashing. If he gets blinded, then that dash isn't gonna exactly go out well for him. In fact, it could make it worse. He could really dash into a stone wall and accidentally smack himself like he did before. And if Super is staring at Echo, shooting the laser at him, 1, Echo's going to be blinded. 2, he'll see Echo coming. And 3, he'll still be able to land shots on Super over and over and over. Super will still be able to land shots on Echo over and over with that blind. And still be able to turn and hit his person that he needs to, because it can switch at its will. And whenever he wants to switch targets, he'll just stare at his other person and do the same thing. He can switch very easily between the two. Not to mention, something that he hasn't figured out yet. Super can make illusions of things that don't exist.
Like Batman.
Well, like, he can blind people and still be staring straight. Make a sphere that's bright in only one section.
Oh.
And then flashbang him like that. He hasn't learned about that yet, but even without those, Super still does a pretty good job. Even if he gets pummeled, he still does a good job because Echo will go back, try to quickly restrain his person, but he spent so much time that he wasn't restraining him. This S tier person's probably gone already too.
Yeah, I forgot about the S tier category. By how much effort that Echo's putting into pummeling Super, that guy's probably long gone.
Mm-hmm. Where at least Super was able to restrain him in some way. And that's what we're doing. It doesn't matter if you die in the process. If you did the objective better, you did the objective better, and that's what happened. I think we got our winner.
Seems so.
Okay, we're back. He died. Golden died, so he's just right next to me.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Hello.
Oh wait, y'all in the same?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are related.
Oh,
Oh, how come?
all right.
How come? I don't know why. I don't know. Ask God that question or something.
I certainly will. Bring me your god.
So sarcastic. It's beautiful. Oh goodness.
All right. So, because of this challenge, we went back, looked through a couple of things, and once again, it came down to versatility, as almost all matches are determined by. Having huge amounts of options, and also with the fact of the S tier. The S tier really helped out this person, for sure, this time. And because of this, I really think that it landed on our winner pretty well. Golden?
The winner of today's challenge match is Super.
Oh, okay. When you said the S tier, I was like, oh, it's gonna be Echo, because literally all I did was blind the guy, and Echo essentially just like crippled his bones.
I'm trying to here. Let me scoot more, and then I'll share the headphone if you can. So yeah, the way this match came down to was mainly because it didn't matter whether or not Echo won. Echo's main strategy was around beating the hell out of Super and stopping them. If Echo subdues his person, goes, flings him, knocks him out, sure, yeah, that works out. S tier, they are very resilient, which is still a pretty good job. But in order to stop Super, he'd have to put all of that behind him, go and stop Super, whose power still works by itself. Even if he gets pummeled, he can just keep his eyes open and still keep the fight going. They'd have to be borderline dead for that to work, and that would take too much time out of Echo's needing to fight. Granted, Echo did do a good job of slamming that person into the tombstone. That's kind of it. Granted, they can disable them fairly well. By the time Echo's done with their fight and everything, their person's gone. And if Echo decides not to fight, then they're at a disadvantage. So pretty much it's either fight them and let your person get away, or disable your person, then fight them, but you lost a little bit on both those times, or completely fight them and lose your person. Not to mention, Super, something you don't know yet. You can make illusions of things that don't exist.
Oh, like a gun.
What I'm saying is, you can still blind people by looking directly at them. Make a circle that's only bright on one side. You can flashbang them that way.
Oh.
Granted, we
did not
still
think
didn't
of
even
that.
take that into account, and seeing that, granted how there wasn't really much way to stop Super and his blinding ability, it was a good... Super restrained his person throughout the match better. That's what it came down to. Can you say anything?
Good job.
Thank you, Golden.
All right. Congratulations to everyone, though. Echo, congrats on your 2 points. Super, congrats on your 1 point.
Oh, it's not like season 1.
What? Yeah, no, it's not like season 1 now.